Riding the wave, when the undertow tries to take you down. Marin once told me that she felt hollow after a client session, like she poured more out than any human body could reasonably contain. This powerful woman could draw generational ache from a spine like threads of smoke. Her presence felt like a sanctuary. Her touch carried lineage-level healing, and she was feeling powerless and utterly drained. She charged $100 per session because someone once told her that healers had a responsibility to stay accessible. Overwork, underpaid, resentment lodging like a stone behind her ribs. When she whispered, "I can't keep doing this," the truth in her voice didn't collapse the room. It opened a portal. I saw the splendor and I saw the fracture. But what lit me up was the possibility that I could see. Over the course of, 8+ weeks, we mapped her money design, we decoded her clients, we built a capacity plan that honored her energy rather than extracting from it. We regulated her nervous system so her gifts no longer required self-abandonment as payment. And Marin raised her rates to $1,200 a session. 10 days after she made the announcement, her calendar was full. And by full, I do not mean so booked that she was wearing herself out. I mean, she had exactly the number of clients that she energetically could hold comfortably, expansively, beautifully. Then the undertow hit. Every wave, every rise has an undertow. Not only the ones tied to reinvention or revenue. Sometimes it arrives the day after you've spent an afternoon in perfect flow, when your energy expanded farther than your old identity expected. The body feels the stretch and begs for recalibration. Her desire surged forward with confidence, but her nervous system clung to the shoreline it recognized. The undertow doesn't signal failure, it signals transition, the moment your system asks whether it has permission to rise. Marin felt the pull, the wobble, the familiar ache of too much, too fast. Thankfully, we had already prepared her for the physiological whiplash that follows a breakthrough. We had tapped on the energies of visibility. We practiced numbers that felt mischievous. We created receiving rituals to help her dip into joy on demand. So when the undertow tried to take her under, she didn't collapse. She breathed. She danced. She let her system recalibrate to the size of her new reality. Surfing the wave is the adventure, but it's the undertow that asks you to become the version of yourself who can ride it. And beloved, your rise deserves a body that can carry it. Reflection prompt. Where is your system stretching to meet the abundance you've already called in? Where does your capacity want more room, more rhythm, more grace? What becomes possible when you let your nervous system expand alongside your success? Daily affirmations. I require the currents of fortune to gather around me, arranging the world in favor of my becoming. I desire expansion that rises to meet me, amplifying the brilliance already woven into my being. I deserve overflow that moves through my life as blessing, strength, and shimmering abundance. I summon wealth to gather in orbit around me, drawn by the gravitational force of my joy. I activate a future shaped by power, pleasure, and the precision of dreams already answering my name. Postscript. Profit is protest, and so is refusing to let the undertow take you down. Let your capacity stretch. Let your receiving deepen. Let the wave you summon become the wave you ride, again and again, with power, pleasure, and unshakable grace.